government eats their own people. This government is going to punish you more than they will punish me. I'm telling you, in another 1 year, you will be crying in my office to come and represent you. I know, I can tell you.
Where is James Orengo? Where is the Siaya governor? Where is Orengo? This has been the question among so many Kenyans for the last 3 days, because Governor James Orengo hasn't been seen in public since June 23rd. And many might have seen him appear before Senate or appear when, the Siaya leaders met President Ruto at State House. But ever since then, he hasn't been seen. Only silence. Total silence. And currently now, social media is buzzing with rumors. Some say he was poisoned. Others insist he is abroad on confidential state business, which you might not know. And others say that it is not clear if it's him fighting his health or what is really going on with Governor James Orengo.
When something is wrong, you say it is wrong. You say it is wrong. You say it is wrong.
The rumors actually started that Orengo had resigned, and there was a letter circulating that actually James Orengo had resigned. And this is now where Kenyans now started feeling on his whereabouts, and people now came out strongly to ask, where is he and how could he resign? Is he in good health, or what have they done to him? This is actually Orengo's speech when he met President William Ruto, because Orengo has been very critical, especially on Kenya Kwanza government and the broad-based government that Raila joined. But then they were able to woo him to join the meeting at State House, and this is what he had to say on that day.
Please come to our aid in transforming Siaya, because where agriculture is having an impact in society, what national government invests, infrastructure, and even direct investment into enterprise, can change the life positively of communities. And we believe that if in the agricultural sector, in Siaya, as you have said, the intervention in terms of infrastructure and even in terms of investment, like in cotton, I think Siaya will be doing very well. And when you are talking about agriculture, we are excited and blue economy, because for impactful and positive transformation, we think agriculture and the blue economy is key to Siaya. And by the way, Siaya used to grow coffee. And we were very happy to receive your Minister or Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Oparanya. He came and had a session with the farmers. We used to have farmers in Siaya called better farmers who used to go Robusta coffee. Now, issues of marketing and brokerage brought coffee farming to an end. It collapsed. But coffee was being done in Siaya. Cotton used to be done in Siaya, and it collapsed. So agriculture and the blue economy has a major role to play in the transformation of Siaya as a county. Out of 175 facilities in Siaya, we have registered 163 facilities. Out of a total population of about 900,000, a million, the people who have registered for SHA now is 335,000. It's just under 50%. We are not in the big league. Yeah, we are not amongst the top, but you can understand initially, when this. I know you know what I mean. But the interesting story is in terms of the claims. The total claims which have been raised so far is 281,907,000, and the amount which has been paid is 180,155,000. And what is pending, and is pending to be paid, not to be like pending bills we have in national government or counties, is 101 million. So it's a good story, I must say. It has improved our own source revenue also quite significantly.
Since then, Orengo hasn't been seen in public, and even we haven't heard from ODM. They haven't released any, official press or, making any direct statement stating where Orengo is. And ODM leader Raila Odinga has assured the public that Orengo is in good health and he is abroad. But is this the truth?
This country has come from very far. And I want to ask our colleagues in Parliament, the time to be vigilant is now. This country can go to the dogs. Easily.
Orengo.
You better swim in the open sea with a fish than fight in the mud with swines. We are being made dirty by swines because we have sacrificed.
The county secretary Joseph Ogutu, came out and repeatedly said the same thing, that the governor is on a private but confidential mission, and he actually declined to share any details about it, citing protocol and privacy.
I wish to clarify first and foremost that I have not received that alleged letter, and therefore it does not exist on record. And in fact and in law, it does not exist. The governor is functioning and directing his cabinet and his administration as per the mandate he got from the people, statutes, and the Constitution of Kenya. And I therefore want to take this opportunity to condemn in the strongest terms possible such allegations, because they are nothing but fake. You remember they started by saying the governor has been poisoned. When that didn't realize any fruits, then they started writing some petitions which are not based on any law. I want to urge the public to ignore such falsehood and wait for the governor who should be reporting to office in due course.
Well, the online narrative has really darkened because, from the hashtags that have been trending about Orengo being poisoned or about him resigning or about him being in a very bad medical state. And this makes us even recall on the, Kenya's political history of leaders like J.M. Kariuki or Robert Ouko, and people are fearing that this is what might have happened or is what is happening to James Orengo. But fact checkers and medical reports say that there's no evidence or no toxicology, no family statement that has been very clear about, James Orengo being in any worsened situation. And all these rumors remains, unsubstantial and just about speculation.
This current administration wants to kill devolution. Kirango, a lot of things they're doing, they are killing devolution. By denying counties funds, you are killing devolution. By saying that you must be close to the government to get development, you are killing devolution. They want to kill political parties. That is why after a party has sponsored a candidate to be a member of parliament for bond and is holding on to the ticket of the party called ODM, and then he goes into parliament and supports the party in power, that is killing political parties.
James Orengo has been among the few vocal ODM critics, who has been criticizing the broad-based government or the bromance between Raila Odinga and President William Ruto.
Thirdly, giving false promises. The government of Ruto said that when they come to power, there will be no debts and no taxes. You have political leaders leaning to the church and being holier than the holiest. And they carry Bibles in their hands. And even when it rains, they say they have prayed for rain to come. And when floods come, there should be a counter prayer for floods to go. Please, 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 let us not have the Rwandan situation where today, if you go to Rwanda, most of those cults, you find them in cathedrals where they're being kept for memories, because we had church leaders who were working with the dictatorships in Rwanda to molest the people.
This earned him a lot of critics, especially for those ODM members that are still supporting the broad-based government, and the bromance between Raila and President William Ruto, saying that Governor Orengo is not speaking for the party and is going against what the party has actually mandated them to do.
I am a very truthful man, and I'm pained. I come from Siaya. When my own governor stands up and says that, and he's annoyed. I don't know annoyed with who. He's annoyed. And he says that he just wants to talk the truth. The truth. What truth? Me, I never lie. I always say the truth. And the truth of the matter, Your Excellency, is that we are in broad-based government, not as individual members of parliament, and not as individual senators. We are there in this broad-based government as a result of a resolution of our party, ODM. And the party signed a 10-point agreement with the UDA government, and that all of us were there. Those who are annoyed, who think that this broad-based government is not right, they are actually vomiting on us from within. Why don't they get out and vomit from without?
You embarrassed the President of the Republic of Kenya, whom as a community we recognize and we respect.
We object to embarrassment of abusing your visitor during a funeral at your home while he has all the latitude as governor. Why does he call a press conference in Siaya and lay his views?
It is high time to really engage in very meaningful conversations with the leaders, taking advantage of opportunities like what we had, said that some of the projects that he was even calling out the government to ensure that they are completed, he can engage separately, differently, and leveraging on the opportunity that His Excellency Raila Odinga has created.
James Orengo's disappearance is more than a mystery, because it's a mirror of Kenya's fragile political fault lines and transparency deficits. And it's also, on how when a leader disappears, there can be a lot of huge rumor, and the silence of the governor and his family is a bit more worrying, because now everyone is asking themselves, where is James Orengo? Why can't he just come out and state if it's his health or if it's something going on? Why can't he just come out, or his family come out and make things clear?
We shall make this country ungovernable in order to achieve the resignation of Moi, so that the appropriate and due reforms can be put in place. As long as Moi remains to wield this cutthroat power, no real change is possible.
It is our hope that James Orengo is okay wherever he is, and that everything is going to become more clearer with time. And we're hoping that his family will be able to come out so strongly, and even the leaders of ODM will be able to tell Kenyans what is really going on, so that the rumors about his health, the rumors about his resignation, and the rumors about his poisoning will be actually dealt away with. But in the meantime, we are hoping all the best for James Orengo, yes, because he has been a very good instrument, especially for opposition, and making sure that they keep the government accountable. That brings us to the end of this video. We are hoping that James Orengo will come out healthy and continue with the critique, especially on this government that has been doing disjustice to the Kenyan citizens. Anyway, if you found this video impactful, I would want you to take 3 seconds of this video to just hit on that subscribe button and also to hit on that notification bar so that anytime I do a video, you're able to be notified. Before I leave, I'll just leave you with one speech of James Orengo saying that government eats its own people. But we are hoping that he has not been eaten with this government, because this is not his government. Anyway, until next time, bye-bye.
I want to talk to my sister Nyaugenya, Honorable Beth Mugo. We have gone through the trenches with you. You know when governments are in power, how they behave. I think probably you can give people on the other side a little education. That sometimes revolutions eat their own children. Yes. Yeah. Government eats their own people. This government is going to punish you more than they will punish me. I'm telling you, in another 1 year, you will be crying in my office to come and represent you. I know, I can tell you. I've appeared for President Kibaki when he was in the opposition about laws which were made here. I've appeared for President Uhuru and Vice President Ruto when Kanu was going away. When Kibaki was taking away his members and making them ministers, I went to court on their behalf. But now that they're in power, they are forgetting. And power, when power gets into your head, I can tell you, you will never remember that one day there's a bigger power, almighty, that will deal with you.